Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Filmmaker. I'm Stephen Michael, and today I want to dive into the Kondor Blue Matte Box system. I ordered this bad boy back in June, and it finally got here sometime in January, but I'm really just now being able to break it out and play with it. Let's dive right into it and see what it's all about. What made me patiently wait for this matte box system to come out is I happen to be in the market looking for a new matte box. I wanted something a little bit more professional that I can bring onto my bigger sets or a little more high budget sets, simply because I currently use the Tilted Mirage matte box, and no shade to the Tilted Mirage matte box. I think it's a great matte box and it gets the job done. But to me, it's more of a run and gun or a little bit more of a lower budget type of matte box, simply because it has the Vexus filters, and the Vexus filters are nice, they're great. Personally, I prefer to use the 4x filters. Just having to reinvest into a whole new filter system is just kind of a pain in the ass. I almost pulled the trigger on the Bright Tangerine matte box, which is the industry standard matte box. It's about 1,500 bucks. I need a 2-stage matte box. You know, I would have fit my needs, and like I said, it's the industry standard. So like, okay, I'm doing more and more pro level gigs, and like I said, I want to use my 4x filter. So, you know, I guess I gotta spend the money. But Kondor Blue released this at like one of their last events. I forget which event it was, rather it was a NAB or something, but one of the shows where they reveal a bunch of new products. I saw this and, you know, I was like, oh, Kondor Blue makes really great products. They're probably my favorite third-party company when it comes to camera accessories or film equipment accessories, simply because they make great products, long-lasting, lifelong lasting. They give you lifetime warranty, so if something happens to it, they replace it, no extra cost. You just gotta make sure, of course, you register it when you purchase your product. So lifetime warranty, so if anything ever happens to this, I'm able to get a new one with no worries. You just gotta go through the process, of course, doing all the information, which sometimes can be a hassle, but I don't know, whenever I activated a warranty, it usually didn't give me too much of a problem. I've never done one with Kondor Blue because, like I said, the products last a very, very long time, and I also take very good care of my gear. So I don't really have any intent to use it, but it's nice to have it. Without further ado, yeah, I ordered the 2-stage version. Most of my pro level cameras have built-in ND, so I'm good with the 2-stage. Most of the time I'm just placing like my Glimmer glass or Snyder glass. Packaging is always great by Kondor Blue. You have your lens clamp, filter trays, and a matte box compact hood. Let's put this thing together. But this thing was very, very well thought out by Kondor Blue. I love the design. I love the sleek design. You know, me personally, I like the blue a little bit better than the orange. With Kondor Blue Matte Box, it has flag release. You can take the eyebrow off. So a nice addition that Kondor added to the eyebrow was the magnetic touch. So when you close it, it stays nice in place and you're not worrying about it wiggling or loosening up. Inside the matte box, they added a nice little felt material that helps prevent any unwanted reflections or any unwanted light getting into the lens or the cameras. Also inside the hood, there's another filter release. So if you wanted to place just a filter inside the hood in case you had to go lightweight and drop the stages in the back and just use the hood on like a gimbal or a car mount or something like that. All really great thoughts and touches by Kondor Blue. Everything of course is also labeled and nicely marked. You know, in case you're working with AC or intern or somebody green on set, it's not that hard to figure out what's what because everything's nicely labeled. One of the features I personally love, because I also do a bunch of AC jobs, is the filter tags. The filter tags allows you to know which filter and where they're placed at as far as the stages, rather the first filter, second filter, or third filter, depending on how many stages you're using. The filter tag, you know, just allows your AC or allows the person that's in post, or whoever's taking the notes, your second AC, to see what's being used on set and list the correct filters that's being used. So, you know, everybody is on one accord there. And then if they need to change things, they're not guessing which tray is what, or, you know, having to pull out every single tray to be like, what's this or what's that? And it also allows you to prevent adding tape to matte boxes. So like bright tangerine, for example, if you're working on any pro sets, you may see a bunch of ACs right in what the filter and what the strength is or wherever the ND is on the matte box. So that way when it's time to go change it, they know what filter they're using. Just saves you time with one, having to write anything down. Two, it also keeps your stuff looking fresh and clean. You're not worrying about the residue left from tape or stickers or anything like that. So to go along with the filter trays, they've also added filter tray catches. I don't believe the bright tangerine, all the bright tangerine ones have filter catches. You might have to add that as an add-on if I'm not mistaken. For it to come with the filter tray catches, it is very convenient. Catches, just in case you're placing a tray in there and you just drop it in there or slips out your hand, it's being caught. You're not worrying about breaking expensive glass. We all know these things can run anywhere from like $400, $500 a piece. You don't want to be breaking those. You can also loosen them or remove them in case you want to insert a filter from the bottom of the matte box. They really thought about everything when creating this matte box. Now I see why it was pushed back and pushed back. I was supposed to get it in like October or something like that originally when they first announced it, or August, I think even August. It kept getting pushed back, getting pushed back, getting pushed back. And I see why. They kept improving the design, adding everything you can possibly want or even think of. Something I forgot to mention in the beginning with the hood was the bubble leveler. On front of the hood or in front of the matte box, you have the bubble levelers. When you're trying to level the matte box or trying to make sure this is straight on, you're not guessing. Some matte boxes can be placed on crooked when you're just trying to do it with the naked eye or whatever. So this just allows you to find the proper horizon when placing this on camera. Like any other matte boxes, most of the tightening screws for the trays and filter trays are on the side. For the lens clamp, same thing. I personally went with the 95mm lens clamp just because, here goes that word again, the industry standard. Most industry standard lenses are like around 95mm in like diameter, so this will fit just right onto the lens and I can clamp it. But if you happen to have smaller lenses like DZO or other lenses and smaller when it comes to the diameter, they do have the step-up rings can insert on your lens to be able to clamp this. If you have 95mm lenses or under, keep that in mind. If you have anything larger, larger lenses, you will need a new lens clamp on the back, but being able to just replace this versus replacing the whole matte box system is much cheaper than having to just, like I said, buy a new matte box. That's the reason I went with the 95, because most lenses come around that size. So one more add or one more feature I like to talk about. Kondor Blue gives you a snake tail or snake chain, forget the proper name for it, but you clamp it onto your matte box and then you clamp it onto either your camera or tripod. So just in case the matte box is knocked off your camera or if it falls because it wasn't tightened on right, the snake chain catches it and help keep your stuff safe. It might bang up against a tripod, but I'd rather that than it hits the ground, because if it hits the ground, most likely your glass is going to break, this could break or just get damages to it. And we like to keep our stuff new and fresh, so we're not constantly replacing it. It gets expensive, as we all know. And yeah, we just want to take care of our gear. Adding that extra little feature for free is always nice. That's pretty much everything this matte box has to offer. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time because, you know, it's just a matte box. If you guys ordered this and you got it in the mail, let me know what you think about it. If you're thinking about ordering a matte box and this kind of swayed you to go with the Kondor Blue matte box, let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you're, you know, bright tangerine, and let me know what you guys think about this matte box. If you wish you saved the you know, a few grand or a few $100. And, you know, if you're thinking about switching over to it, or, you know, even if you're not, nah, I'd rather spend the 2,000 on a bright tangerine and just go the industry standard route. I'm all for saving money, and I appreciate, you know, what Kondor Blue and a couple other companies are out there doing to help the little guys out there like me. So this is a matte box you can definitely grow with throughout your career. So rather you're starting off small budget or ND budgets, you're able to grow throughout your cinematographer career or your DP career, really build this thing out. So rather you order just stage 1, stage 2, or if you get stage 3, I don't think you'll really need more than that. But as you, like I said, you can start stage 1 and just build this thing all the way out. It's awesome matte box. I'm happy they came out with it because I was in the market for one at the time and almost spent 2 grand. I'll say it to you guys, so don't come after me. I'm not getting paid for this. They didn't give it to me for free. I had to spend my own money on this. Yeah, $500 like around the pre-order time back in June, you know, but I'd rather spend 500 than 2 grand any day. I haven't invested into their filters just yet. They also released a couple of filters that I am interested in checking it out because like they just make great stuff. It was designed to go with this matte box. When I get a chance to check those out, I'll let you guys know. I really enjoy doing this stuff, and I'm really enjoying connecting and networking with everybody that comes through the channel. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Stephen Michael, and this is Filmmaking for Dumb.